Let's start this off. Mikki, how you doing, Jovonn? Good. Hi, everyone. I'm Mikki Afflick, and we are starting my first edition of In the Studio With. And I always wanted just to, get a couple of producers and DJs that I look up to, and Jovonn being one of them. And Jovonn actually was one of my early mentors. Remember that, Jovonn?
Indeed.
Yes, when I started out, I came to your studio. And I literally had just started producing, and Jovonn was one of my early mentors who sat down and listened to some things that I had and gave me some pointers. And so today he came over in the studio, and we're going to just have a little talk about where he started, what type of hardware he uses, right? I know the people like to know that, whether it's computer or whether it's, external, the places you've traveled, the people you've worked with, what you got going on. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to keep this going because I like to what I say, keep this going. Well, I'll keep it going. This way we can give some shout outs, and you guys can tell me what part of the world you're in. All right. So, how you doing?
I'm good.
What you got going on? What you working on?
Well, I just finished the Sean McKay remix.
Okay.
Today.
Wow. All right.
And it's pretty nice. It's a soulful track, so I ain't do one of those in the middle.
Wow. Okay.
So
okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, and just right now setting up for remix for the album, my album Timeless.
Right, which is right here, which I have. Let's show the people this. This is Jovonn's album, and if you guys have not picked it up, you might really want to. You might really want to get this. You can actually get the digital on TrackSource. The digital is out. I first actually, Jovonn, heard Louis Vega play this at Rush Hour. And he put on a jam, and I was like, yo, what is that? I got so excited. I got him excited. And he was like spinning, and and he reached over to show it to me, man, and he kind of lost balance. I was like, oh, we don't want that to happen. And so I literally said, let me get one. And I just heard that one track. But I went, do you have a tag? Yes, I do. But I went and I actually, I didn't listen to it until I got here. Because, of course, I needed to be able to put it on turntable. And then once it came out, I went to TrackSource and I picked it up. Okay, so you guys, it's that signature. You definitely have a sound. You have a signature sound that when you hear a tune, you can know that is Jovonn. I like to say you are one of the original kings of that stank. That New York stank.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So, how'd you get your start?
Wow. I would have to say just by hanging out in the studios with various people.
And who were some of those people?
I would say Roland Clark.
Okay.
And Calvin Fisher.
Okay.
I was always going to the studio called Calliope because I was trying to just what's the fundamentals of learning how to put tracks together. I learned a lot from Strafe.
Okay, yes, a lot of people. Yes, I just saw that Kenny Carpenter said that he was very instrumental in his career. So big up to the legends,
Absolutely.
And he's one of those kind of guys that he's so humble and down to earth, and he doesn't, he's such a powerful man in this business of house music, but he's just so humble and
He's a good dude.
Yeah, real good dude.
Yeah. So I mean, I just working on much more stuff than you have no idea. I just
Okay.
projects and projects. And
I know that you also, I know that you're known for, the soulful, and we just made that. I just made that joke about stank, but you also, you go a little harder on a Euro side with, techno, with tech house, deep house.
Yeah.
I like that. Mm-hmm. And you've been doing your thing with that.
Well, I mean, that's what what I was going for with this is straight deep house, no soulful. But I know how to work. For those that think I forgot, I still know my soulful.
He still knows his soulful. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just building up a brand for my label, which is on my label, Body and Deep.
Let's see. Okay. What does that stand for? Body and Deep.
Body
okay.
And Deep. So it's just called Keeping It Deep. And, people know me from Next Move Records to Gold Tone Records. Mm-hmm. All my Gold Tone stuff. And got a lot of Gold Tone collectors out there.
Yeah.
And some people actually just waking up to the Next Move stuff I've done, So,
okay.
But I needed to start something fresh and different. And that's when I came up with Body and Deep.
Okay. And and with that, with your travels, where has that brought you to playing some of the places that you've been playing abroad?
Australia, Japan.
I know Japan, they're really big on the vinyl.
Oh yeah,
over there, right? Yeah.
Rotterdam and Berlin is like my second home.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, pretty much all over the world. Basically.
All right, that's great. That's great. And when you're in New York, where are some of the places that you play over here?
The legendary Output.
Okay.
Miss it.
I saw you there. I never got a chance to play at Output, but I'm not gonna harp on that, but that was on my bucket list,
I was
places to play.
Fortunate to be, to close it when it closed as well, So it was good. Me and this guy, Hot Since '82, great DJ, awesome guy, and Shemansky.
Okay.
Just like right around the corner from Output.
I just put that Brooklyn is where the nightlife is. If you don't know, if you don't live in New York, but if you come to New York, there really aren't too many clubs in Manhattan that you can go to hear some good underground, soulful, deep house music. It's basically all pretty much in Brooklyn now, in Williamsburg, in Bushwick, and I just said today that, that whole kind of bottle service kind of, nightclub life has kind of changed. Now people go to these places and they have their babies with them. It's like an all-day kind of thing, They got the babies and they got the dogs and
outdoor parties.
So all right for the people that are having kids and bringing them to
teach the youngsters.
I don't know if that's all for me, but hey, whatever works, But I know that we were getting back to your sound. And I know that early on, I think one of my first records, my first Jovonn records that I bought was Running. And then a second one that I bought was Special.
Love So Special.
Love So Special, if you guys don't know, that was Jovonn, that dun dun, right? Yeah, so it's all in those hooks and those melodies, So, I mean, you've been, what now, about 25, 30 years?
Almost 30 years.
Almost 30 years. So we have got to really pay homage, to these pioneers that have been around, for decades now. Someone just said running away. Yes, Jose, running away. I would hope to have that longevity myself. I'm going to be 10 years in with Soul Sun Soul Music in 2 weeks. And honestly, I never like to say, leave, but for me personally, I'm glad that you came by because of late, I really wasn't feeling like music. Have you ever gotten like that? Yeah, right? Because I know you did some hiatus where, for a moment, we didn't hear too much about you, and then you came back strong. You know, and it's not to say that nothing's going, anything's going on or I'm feeling this way, but I just really wanted to just take a moment and just kind of do something outside of music.
Yeah, sometimes you got to step back.
And
then just go to the parties and see what they're playing, see what the millennial kids are into.
And listen, I did that this weekend. In New York, so much. This is one thing about New York City. It's so much that so many parties. Some places that you can live in the world, people only get this like once a month. Or seasonal, maybe, in a season in July or maybe the summer or maybe sometimes in the winter months. And in New York, we tend to take it for granted that it's just there, So I kind of just gave myself a month of no music, right? And so I went out to hear Ananya and Louis Vega at the Ritual. And that's always fresh, when I hear Louis. I always say, let me hear what Louis is playing. And so I could honestly tell you, without bragging or boasting, all the stuff that I've worked on, from soulful to Afro to anything in between, I got it ready. So I was like, all right, you know what? Hey, so that's good. Sometimes you just got to take a moment and relax and refocus. Exactly. I'm not in a rush. I don't have anyone to compete with, and it's all right. I see some people that they release multiple of releases a week, a month, and hey, that's good. That's good for them.
Yeah, true.
But for me, I'm more, I like to have something and connect with it and let people say they're feeling it, and then
have a follow-up.
Yeah, have a follow-up. So it's only been a month for me, but it feels like a long time, But I know that we were getting back to your sound, and you have that signature sound. So where'd you get that sound from?
It comes from listening to a lot of jazz. I'm a jazz.
And who's some of the jazz? Who's some of your early influences in jazz?
Herbie Hancock, Herbie Mann.
Mm-hmm. Wow, you said Herbie Mann. Look at this, baby. Wow, look at this. See? Like minds. Can you guys see that?
Indeed.
Right. This for me, this was some, look at this. This is some early Ultra Nate. It's over. And who's look at this.
Boys.
Right, but when you look on there, look, produced by Tommy Davis, Teddy Douglas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so this is what we were talking, I was just saying about longevity. So I just had this here, and when you read the back of the labels, right, the back of these productions, and to see that these people are still making music and still making good music.
Absolutely.
That's where I like to be, right? Yeah. And hey,
you here?
Right?
You here?
So this is something else. We were just talking about jazz, and sometimes I know for me, I need to sometimes go back and listen to some of the classics outside of house music. Listen to the arrangement. Right? Listen to the transitions. And so this was just something over the past couple of days that I was listening to. This is the Manhattan Transfer. Some of you guys don't know who that is. And Hiroshima. Yes, man. This actually is...
That's the album.
This right here, right?
Serious.
If you guys don't know about this, maybe I guess you can go on Spotify and check this out. But this right here for me, when I just need to take a moment back and just listen to some good arrangement, some good, like I like to call organic sounds, I listen to that. And something else right here, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but my dad, King Sunny Ade.
Oh, yeah.
This is my dad's, and this was my early start on, I guess, what we would call Afro, right? My dad would have this going on. This is called Juju music, okay? This is you cats that talk about y'all making Afro, y'all need to get here and listen to some of this right here. Right? That's Afro 101 of, to me, you know. And this is something else right here. You know about this?
I've seen it, but I don't.
We have Jovonn in the studio, but this cat right here goes by the name also Jovonn from Brazil. And this was a Von Harper on WBLS. This was a Von Harper. I'm going to play this a little later for you to get a taste of this. But this was a Von Harper classic, which the Manhattan Transfer did a cover of one of his songs called So You Say. And so I'm working on this disco album, right? And so I wanted, the reason why I use this as a reference with the Manhattan Transfers was to hear how they heard their interpretation. Right? When you do a cover, right? It's your perspective on a cover. Would you say?
I would say so.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's you're hearing it, but how you're receiving it. Right? Yeah, I think a good cover should be have a little of your own.
Yeah, you have to put yourself into it and not make it exactly what it was, but you can put your own spin to it.
That's what I'm thinking, right? And last but not least, okay, this right here, this album changed my life. This is also, my dad gave this to me also. And when I got back into production about 15 years ago, this was one of the first pieces that I worked on. This is Gato Barbieri, Caliente. And coming back to jazz, you know, as a house head, how, you know, in the day, all of that connected. You know, we would go out and the DJ would play some jazz, some reggae, remember, right? Some
real DJs.
Well, I don't like to say real DJs because I think everyone that's DJing thinks that they're a DJ. You know?
True. I mean, I would say some that just take things into a journey. You know what I mean? You know?
Do you think, let me ask you something. Do you think now, since you said that, do you think that your audience would be open to you taking them on that type of journey now? Or are DJs just caught in just staying in that place that they believe that the audience wants or the dancer wants to go? You know, if you pulled out, you know, some Art of Noise could you do that at 3 a.m. now?
You could, but it's timing. You
Okay.
have to time it.
There you go. Timing is everything, right?
You have to time it. Because you could play it at 3 o'clock. It may not work. But if you know, if the club closes between like 5 and 6, you can hit them in the head, let's say by like 4. And that's it.
Yeah?
You're like a hero.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember when we went out to the club and Larry would play Lady in My Life, Michael Jackson, right? Slow songs, you know. I remember just before I left, you know, when I would do a party out or something, I would put on, say, Janet Jackson. What's that? Let's Wait a While, or the one she had, Making Love in the Rain, or something like that. You know, break it up a little bit. But, you know, I think everything, like you said, is flow.
Yeah.
You know, it's a flow, you know. Let me ask you, who are some of your when you're not DJing, who's some of the DJs you like to listen to? Or who do you like to go out and hear?
Well, it would have to be like Apollonia. I know y'all don't know who it is.
Okay. Tell us, who is Apollonia?
Apollonia is these guys, 3 guys from France.
Okay.
Deep house DJs.
Okay.
Let me just come home a little bit. So I would have to say somebody like Dennis Ferrer, Kerry Chandler, Louis. Some Mikki Afflick, but I gotta catch her parties. She always got a party when I got a party.
I haven't played. I wish somebody would book my ass somewhere because I don't know what the hell's going on here. You know? Yeah, we did play. It's been a while since we played together.
In Jersey.
In Jersey, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
All right, so We like some of the same people.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
How about any upcoming DJs that like you heard and you were like blown away, like wow, you know? Has anyone like got you open like that? On any level, whether it's deep or
Honestly, I would have to say the guy name is Hot Since '82. That's his DJ name.
Hot
Since '82.
Okay, Hot Sense. Hello. Hi, Amanda. How you doing? Hi, Toronto. Hi, Frank. How are you? Good, good. Yes. I hope to see you soon and get some tunes from you. Miss you. You know? So you said Hot Sense 82. All right, I'm going to have to hear these guys. Or hear this guy. All right.
It's one dude.
One dude. What does he do? What does he play?
Straight deep house, tech house. You know, it's like, it's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he have anything? Is he playing any like instruments with it or machine or just straight?
Just straight playing.
Just kicking ass.
Oh, yeah.
All right. That's what's up. All right.
He has a lot of energy.
Good, good, good. I'm trying to think for me, who was the last time I saw someone and it made me go, wow. Who is that? I can't really think. I know who always I get a good dance. Sabine always give me a good dance.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Sabine gives me a good dance.
Shout out Sabine.
Yeah, Ananya gives me a good dance.
Okay.
As far as energy, I would have to say my guys, Drez and Kuba. Tuba. Yeah,
Really?
they be getting it up lit.
Where they from?
From here, from Kuba's from the Bronx, and Dreds, I think it's from the Bronx. Yeah, right.
Okay.
And I'm Donnie's favorite DJ, so you know, I like energy driven DJs. You know, I like a DJ that interacts with the crowd.
Absolutely.
You know, I like a DJ that's not afraid to groove while they're playing. You know,
Yeah.
and I, you know who's like that. I just love his spirit also. Hector Romero. Yeah. Whenever Hector plays, it's just sunshine. You know, because you know he's having a good time. I just don't like to see like a DJ that just stands there, like the Statue of Liberty holding a lollipop and they're not smiling. Have fun while you're doing it, you know?
You gotta dance.
You gotta dance. And I'm leery of a DJ that doesn't dance.
Right.
You know? If your DJ ain't dancing, I don't know. You know? Don't trust him. Yeah, don't trust him. But Jovonn and I are gonna take a moment. I'm gonna let him listen to what I'm working on. And you wanna come back and maybe play a couple tunes for the people?
Sure, why not?
He said, sure, why not? All right, so this is part one of In the Studio with Mikki Afflick. Nothing's rehearsed. It's very impromptu. All right? And we're going to show, you know, some of the things that I work with. And then we'll just do just a quick little word up. Hey, Swift, how are you? How's things? And then we'll do just a little quick impromptu. I'll play a couple of the tracks from the album, right? So the people can hear that, you know, and then we'll take it from there. All right. See you guys in a minute. What time is it now? It's almost 4:30. We'll be back at 4:30. All right. We'll be back in like 5-10 minutes. We get things set up and we'll have a little cool little jam for you guys. Nothing.